The woman introduces herself as Sira, speaking softly like someone who hasn't used her voice in days. As she eats, strange symbols on her skin begin to pulse. The marketplace lights flicker. People run away. Sira apologizes, saying the Lunari absorb energy when recovering from hunger. Despite this, Ethan helps her stand and walks her out of the area before the station guards come. Sira explains that her species once lived in peace, but now they are hunted and avoided. Ethan feels bad and insists she takes a spare food pack he kept for later. Sira looks terrified, not happy. Ethan had never thought of himself as a hero. On the crowded space station Arcanes 9, humans were a rare sight. Most of the population was alien, tall, glowing, insect-like or winged. He was just another human engineer, keeping life support systems running and fixing small malfunctions for credits. But today his lunch break would change everything. He sat alone on a metal bench near the station's marketplace, unwrapping his small food pack. It wasn't much: synthetic protein bars, a few packets of nutrient paste, and a cup of lukewarm water. Still, it was enough for him. The station's chatter buzzed in the background, merchants yelling their wares, neon lights reflecting on the polished floors. Then he noticed her. A small figure huddled near a pile of cargo crates. Her skin was a pale, shimmering blue, and faint veins of silver ran across her arms. Her eyes, wide and glassy, darted around nervously. She looked hungry, starving even. Most of the station's inhabitants passed her by. The Lunari, her species, were feared. Rumors painted them as dangerous, unpredictable, even cursed. A Lunari had attacked a trader last year. Another had caused a deadly energy discharge in a distant colony. People avoided them. But there she was, trembling and silent, barely moving, her small hands clutching nothing. Ethan felt a tug in his chest. He had no idea why. Logically, it was dangerous. Lunari were not known for their friendliness. But when he looked at her, he saw nothing dangerous, only need. Without thinking, he got up, carrying his food pack. People whispered as he walked past. "Human stupid," some muttered. "Do you know who she is?" He didn't care. "Hey," he said softly, kneeling down. "Are you hungry?" The Lunari flinched but didn't run. Her lips parted slightly, as if she wanted to say something but couldn't. Ethan opened his food pack and held it out. "You can have this. All of it." She froze. For a moment nothing happened. Then slowly, she reached out with her small, trembling hands and took the packet. As soon as she touched it, a faint glow ran along the veins of her arms. Ethan's heart skipped a beat. Her eyes, once dim, now shimmered like tiny moons. People gasped. Some backed away. "Watch out!" someone shouted. The Lunari woman looked at Ethan, her glowing eyes wide, and whispered in a voice soft and musical. "Human, why did you help a Lunari? Do you know what this means?" Ethan blinked. I just wanted to help. You're hungry. That's all." Her lips quivered. "No human has helped me in centuries. You do not understand what you have done." He offered her more, a small packet of nutrient paste. She shook her head, almost angrily. "Stop. You do not understand. Kindness from a human is dangerous. To both of us." Ethan frowned. "Dangerous? How?" She looked away, her glow dimming slightly. "The Lunari. We absorb energy when we are fed after starvation. It is powerful. It can hurt you if you are not careful." Ethan gulped. I'm careful." She stared at him for a long moment, then, as if deciding something, nodded slightly and began eating. As she did, a strange hum filled the air around her. The marketplace lights flickered. People ran away, terrified, leaving Ethan and the Lunari woman alone. He helped her stand. "Come on. Let's get out of here before the guards arrive," he said. She hesitated, then followed. As they walked through the station corridors, she finally spoke. "I am Sira. And you, human, you are foolish. But perhaps lucky." Ethan chuckled nervously. "I'm Ethan. And maybe I am. I just didn't want you to go hungry. Syrah looked at him, something like awe in her glowing eyes. You don't understand. To a Lunari, feeding us is not a simple gesture. It is life-altering. Ethan frowned. I didn't mean anything strange. I just saw you hungry and I helped. Exactly, she said, her voice trembling. And because of that, you are now bound to us. Ethan froze. Bound? What do you mean? Syrah shook her head, clearly uncomfortable. It is not your fault. You have only helped. But now the others will know. And they will come. Before he could ask more, she stopped in front of a small doorway. You should wait here. I will go first. Ethan stepped back, confused. Then the moment passed, and she nodded. You may follow. He entered the dim hallway cautiously. The door ahead shimmered and opened into a small, glowing courtyard. There, standing silently, were 5 more Lunari women. Each was different. One tall and elegant, another short with spiky silver hair, one wrapped in flowing robes of light, but all had the same glowing eyes. Ethan's heart raced. He had expected danger, but not this. He thought they would attack. They didn't. Instead, they all bowed slightly, as if acknowledging his presence. Syrah stepped forward. Human Ethan, meet my sisters. Nara, Vela, Lavi, and Rin. Ethan swallowed. Hello. The tallest one, Nara, spoke first. Her voice was strong but calm. You have fed one of us. You have shown kindness when no other human would. For that, you are invited to our homes. Ethan blinked. Invited? I don't understand. Why? It is the law of our people, Nara explained. When a human feeds a Lunari, that act must be repaid. We invite you to visit our homes, as a guest of honor. It is not optional. Ethan shook his head. I don't think I should. Syrah stepped in, looking embarrassed. He does not understand. Humans are fragile. Your food, it restored me. But it also activated something inside me. My sisters felt it. Ethan's stomach dropped. Activated what? Nara's eyes glowed brighter. Do not worry. Nothing will harm you. If you trust us. Ethan's instincts screamed at him to run. He wanted to protest, to tell them no, he couldn't come. But at the same time, he couldn't leave Syrah behind, not after seeing her so weak, so grateful. Reluctantly, he nodded. Okay, we'll go. But slowly, please. The Lunari smiled, though it was strange to see them smile without teeth, and gestured for him to follow. They led him through a series of hidden corridors. The walls pulsed faintly with energy, glowing in soft blues and purples. Ethan had never seen anything like it. Even the station's advanced technology could not compare. Finally, they reached a massive metal door. Syrah pushed it open, revealing a huge chamber bathed in soft light. Crystals floated in midair, casting shifting reflections across the walls. Bridges of light connected platforms that hovered silently above the ground. The air smelled faintly of ozone and something sweet, like flowers he had never seen. Ethan stepped inside cautiously. This is incredible. Syrah glanced at him, her eyes glowing. This is only the beginning. Before we take you to our homes, you must meet our guardian. Ethan froze. A figure of pure light emerged from the center of the chamber. It was massive, taller than any being he had ever seen. Its body shimmered like the surface of a star, and its eyes, though not human, looked at him as if it could see everything inside him. Ethan, the guardian said in a voice that resonated in his chest, you have done what few humans would. Because of this, you are now part of something greater. Ethan swallowed hard. His pulse raced. He had no idea what he had gotten himself into. Syrah and her sisters knelt before the guardian, bowing deeply. Ethan, still standing, felt a mix of awe and fear. Part of something greater, what does that mean? He asked, voice trembling. The guardian's glow intensified. All will be revealed. For now rest. You have crossed the threshold into the world of the Lunari. And nothing will ever be the same. Ethan took a deep breath. He had no idea what awaited him, but he knew one thing for certain. His simple act of kindness had changed everything. And somehow he felt ready. As the chamber lights pulsed, Ethan glanced at Sira. She gave him a small nod, a mixture of gratitude and worry. "Welcome," she whispered, "to our world." The door slowly closed behind them, and the glow of the Guardian bathed them all in light, marking the beginning of a journey Ethan could never have imagined. Ethan could hardly breathe. The Guardian's glow filled the massive chamber, and every pulse of light made him feel both tiny and important at the same time. He had never seen anything like it. Floating bridges, glowing crystals, and 5 Lunari women kneeling silently before the being of pure energy. "Ethan," the Guardian said, its voice deep yet soft, "you have crossed the threshold. Because of your act of kindness, you are now part of something greater." Ethan swallowed hard. I don't understand. What is this greater thing?" The Guardian's glow pulsed rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat. "Patience. All will be revealed. First you must meet the Lunari homes. You must see how we live, and why your act mattered so much." Sira stepped closer to him. Her silver-blue skin shimmered softly in the light. "Follow us," she whispered. "We will show you. But stay close." Exploring the hidden world, 0 to 7 minutes. The Lunari led Ethan through corridors hidden within the station, corridors that glowed faintly with a living energy. Ethan noticed that the walls seemed almost alive, shimmering and breathing in time with the Lunari's footsteps. Finally they arrived at a massive archway. Beyond it stretched a hidden district no human had ever seen. Ethereal lights floated in the air. Gardens with glowing plants hung above crystal pathways, and waterfalls of shimmering liquid moved upwards instead of down. This is incredible," Ethan whispered. Sira smiled softly. "This is home. Each Lunari household is connected to the energy of the district. It reflects our mood, our safety, our health." The 5 Lunari women each led him to their homes. Nara's home was open and tall, with crystal spires reaching into the air. Vela's was full of floating books and strange devices, buzzing faintly with energy. Lavi's was quiet, dimly lit and calm. Rin's home was fortified, with energy shields pulsing gently around it. Sira's home, Ethan noticed, was simple but glowing warmly like a heart. Ethan felt both awe and nervousness. "So, all of this is real. Humans would never even know this exists," he said. "You are the first human in centuries to witness it," Nara said. "And you may be the last. Only a few humans show the kind of kindness that can cross our barriers." Ethan felt pride mixed with fear. He hadn't done anything special, he thought. He had just given food to someone who needed it. And yet, here he was, standing in a world humans had never seen, learning the truth. After a moment of quiet, Rin finally spoke. Her voice was firm. "You must understand why Lunari are feared. When we are starving, our energy becomes unstable. We can hurt ourselves, and others." Ethan's eyes widened. "So, if I hadn't given Sira my food..." Rin shook her head. "She would have lost control. Her energy would have flared in a way that could have destroyed this district, or worse, drawn attention from enemies. The very ones who hunt us." Sira's glowing eyes met his. "You saved me. And you don't even know how close it was. I would have died without you, Ethan." Ethan felt a lump in his throat. I just didn't want to see you starving." Vela laughed softly. "Humans are strange. They act without thinking about consequences. But sometimes, that is exactly what is needed." Suddenly, a loud warning siren echoed across the hidden district. Ethan spun around. The glow of the crystals dimmed. "What is that?" he asked, panic rising. Nara's eyes hardened. "It is the Void Trackers. They have found us. They are hunting the Lunari again." Ethan's heart pounded. Hunting again. Sira stepped closer, placing a glowing hand on his arm.